left Hustle Paintball at noon on Friday and drove directly to Crystal Lake, Illinois to go pick up a display case from Ninja, which is actually pretty freaking awesome. It was a good trip. Weather was good on the way there and terrifying on the way back. Really scary. I thought I was in a tornado again. But overall, it was successful. Display made it back in one piece. We lost a tarp, kinda, because it was like flapping in the wind and it was all shredded by the time I got back. But aside from that, we did good. And I ate good food. I didn't get to go to White Castle though, which is my only regret. I only had Portillo's and Nick's Pizza. I wish I could have gone to Lou Malnati's and had deep dish, but such is life, right? I got to throw peanuts on the floor. Anyone who's familiar with Chicagoland will know the joy that is Nick's Pizza. Well, maybe. I think there's one in Elgin and one in Crystal Lake. I'm not sure if there's any more. But you get to throw peanuts on the floor. And as my little brother probably still believes, insert picture of Jacob here, there's elephants at Nick's Pizza. And at night, they move all the tables and the elephants suck up peanuts because everybody knows that elephants love peanuts. But yeah, it was a good trip. I enjoyed it. It was fun driving in the open road by myself. I listened to a really weird, well, it wasn't weird book. The guy reading it sounded seductive. Jay had a pretty good laugh about that. It's like listening to the footage and like, what the hell is Dash listening
Sounded like
to?
a romance novel.
Gabriel slept on a futon in one of the bedrooms and kept all of his belongings in a few canvas duffel bags.
It was hot. No, it was about people who were like living off the grid to avoid the machine that is government surveillance. And it's people who have magical powers and can travel into different realms. It was weird. It's called The Traveler. I don't remember who wrote it because I didn't actually have a book to look at the author. But yeah, my dad gave it to me on the way back. Made the trip go by really fast. So if you're ever taking a road trip, be sure to bring some sort of audiobook. Make sure it's really exciting. And I would suggest finding one that has different voices for separate characters, because it's difficult to distinguish through listening whether or not a specific character is talking during dialogue. But other than that, audiobook's pretty cool. It's my first experience with one. So, thumbs up. Also, thanks to Nate from Ninja for accommodating me and all my bullshit while I was there. I think I followed him around like a lost puppy, poking him and prodding him and begging for things, and just all in all annoying Nate, which is one of my favorite Chicagoland pastimes. Sorry, Nate, if you have people following you around Round Lake. Or maybe you don't want people to know where you live. Oops.
You know, it points nice. You know, it wasn't as, you know, it points, you know, my initial hands, you know, the grip is, you know, very what, you know, overall, you know, for the TPX, somewhat, you know, familiar and, you know, feels very, you know, the aluminum, you know, higher quality in my, but, you know, there's, you know, very, you know, can be, you know, it feels, makes it, you know, just, you know, fairly cheap, you know, fairly thin and familiar, and just, you know, feels very, but, you know, those are just my big difference is where the CO2 cartridges.
Well, since you guys have me now, you probably know what this means. Unfortunately, not a lot happened this week at Hustle. Or stuff that did happen we either can't talk about or we're not ready to yet. But there are a couple things to entertain you guys on your Friday evenings. First, mystery box postmortem. It seems as if it was much better received this time. So that's awesome. We hope you guys really like it. We're going to continue to do them, and the more we do it, the more we get a sense for what people like, what they don't like, so we can reconfigure the mystery box algorithm that Dash wrote to produce better results, stuff that you guys will like more. We'll also know how to tailor it more to people to customize it a little bit, because we do that because we want you guys to get the best possible stuff that you can actually use. So let us know in the comments or emails, however, how your particular mystery box experience was, what you liked, what you didn't like, how we can improve it in the future. So that's definitely one thing that's, you know, that happened this week. It all finished up Monday, and we've been collecting results. Next up, we're going to start carrying more soft goods, shirts and things like that. For example, we just got in dye, and a bunch of dye and a bunch of HK shirts. So if there's any particular manufacturers you guys want to see, let us know, because we're finally going to do it. We're going to start carrying t-shirts. It's really hard to carry lots of shirts because you have like 9 different patterns of 5 different sizes and 10 different colors from 6 different manufacturers, and it rapidly runs out of control to see just how many shirts. And then of course there's pants and like hats, and it gets out of control. So let us know if there's ones that you think are really cool, any particular things that you guys might want to see us bring on, and we'll do our best to do it so you guys can get cool stuff, because you know we all like to represent paintball out in the normal world, because you know it's our folly. News from the warehouse: we do have M17 CQCs back in stock, so if you are looking for one, now's the time. They're available. T15s are still on back order, but Tiberius is trying to make them as fast as we can, and we are working on the review as fast as we can. It's going to be as big of a production as the 3.5 was probably, because that's how we want to do all our reviews from this point on. We want every gun review to be a significant event. We have this lovely Bob Long G6R used by one of our local customers. He sold it to us, and it is still available for sale. So if you guys are looking for a black and pink splash F5 bodied G6R, let us know, and I can guarantee we will give you a smoking deal on it, because we've had it for a while. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just it appears to have not stricken anyone's fancy in our showroom. So if you think it looks good, if you're in the market for something like that, you just like Bob Long, who knows? Hit us up. I can guarantee we will give you a hot deal on it. And last up, again, it's a slow news week, but without there being legitimate entertainment and news, we're going to manufacture some. So we've decided that we're going to torture Mouse somehow. We're not sure yet. Mouse has given us his sort of semi-conditional approval to do this. So let us know what ideas you guys have. And of course, there's going to be like a million suggestions. Like, just shoot with paintballs. Okay, sure, whatever. But let's come up with some more creative things. Throw them in the trash, you know, make him sit up on the roof for an hour, which is a lot more horrible than you might think, because the roofs are white, so you get sunburn from above and below. That's horrifying. Be creative. We need your creative juices. So how do you want to torment Mouse? Let us know, and we will do our best to do it. And unfortunately, that was pretty much it this week. So I guess Ethan, Russell, and Caleb are all out of the office this Friday, so it's kind of we're a skeleton crew here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess that's it for this week, and see you guys next week.